Roadshow. We have the Treasure Hunters. What a great segment.
Yeah.
The Treasure Hunters Roadshow. We have Mark and Gary who are here. Mark stepped out to watch it on the monitor. But it's easy. I said, what are your names? And one said Gary and the other Mark. I could think, that's easy. That's my brothers. I have two brothers. Their names are Gary and Mark. Gary, welcome to town. Y'all have actually been in town, started yesterday, right?
Yes, actually, we have 4 different shows going on right now. One in Macon, one in Perry, one in Americus, and one in Cordell. My show started yesterday in Perry. The Macon show begins today.
Okay, and Brad was talking off air. You were setting up the display here of these good quality items. And Brad said, are you anything like the TV show Pickers?
The American Pickers, yeah.
Well, you know, it's funny. Most people tie us more together with the Antique Roadshow, and we're actually a combination of the two. Where the Antique Roadshow, all they do is appraise. They don't purchase anything. So they'll say, you know, when all the stars, the moon, the sun line up, this item could be worth this much.
Right.
We actually will look at an item and do a current market evaluation on it and make an offer on it and buy it on the spot. Or we'll say, you know, listen, this is a good piece, but it's not moving well right now. It's worth holding on to, and you know, that's kind of how that works.
So you kind of give out good advice as well as, you know,
Absolutely,
doing a little business.
Because face it, honestly, Gary, and be truthful about it, and I'll be truthful, there are a lot of people that come to town, and it's not a good deal.
No. You know, the whole thing is all collectibles go in cycles. You know, and you can read any book you want, go have any kind of appraisal done. I mean, I know what my house was worth 4 years ago, and I know what it's worth now. It's not even in the ballpark. So, you know, it will cycle back around, but it's a matter of speculation as to when. But what we'll do is we'll research the item and see if we have a collector for it. If we don't have a collector for it, we'll speculate on it and make an offer based on that.
So how many collectors do you represent?
Over 6,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you automatically, when somebody brings you an item, say this, is this very,
There's a lot of items right out here on the counter. And
you know, the first,
this
it's
stuff is
probably
really interesting.
pretty expensive. So, you know, first thing I saw, hat. I could probably wear this segment.
You can put it on.
I tried to, hold on. I tried to put it on, and
doesn't really fit. It might fit my head, I guess.
now Gary was telling me people in those days must have been a lot smaller, but I have about a size 8 head, so
I was gonna say, their heads were a lot smaller.
He has a melon head, is what he is.
I got a big brain. I got the Kelsey Grammer head going on.
But you got some of these items up here, and are these items that you got from people who have come to your shows?
Yes.
And all?
Yes.
Really?
Well, you know, when we come to town, you know, the question we always get, well, what are you guys looking for? Basically, we're looking for anything.
Anything.
You know, every collectible category has its own holy grail, from boat motors to fruit jars,
right,
and everything in between. So it's not a matter of are we looking for it; it's a matter of do we have a collector for it right now. That's the big thing.
What's the collectors? What do they really like? What's really hot right now in collectibles?
Well, I was just going to get into that. You know, we handle everything as far as collectibles go, antiques. But, and again, as I said, there's the holy grail to everything, and it's like getting struck by lightning if you have that holy grail. Right now in this economy, the good news is that everybody has a piece of the holy grail, because so many people, right now, precious metals are high. Usually, traditionally, when the economy dips, precious metals go up. So gold, silver, platinum are high right now.
That's why everybody you see is wanting to buy your gold.
Exactly.
On TV, radio, signs on the road.
Mail it in.
Oh, yeah.
I always thought that was a good deal. Hey, I'm going to mail this in, and you mail me some money back. I had a problem with that.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Well, here's the thing. Excuse me, we've been in business for over 15 years. You know, so this is not, you know, a fly-by-night thing. We're in every state in the country. We're also in Europe. We're in Canada. We also have our own reality series starting. They're filming, I believe, beginning this week for our own reality show.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And, hey.
Yeah, it should be great. At any rate, what I was saying is that everybody in their dresser drawer has a little box. It's got old class rings. Excuse me.
That's all right.
Old class rings, broken chains, mismatched earrings, those type of items. And those are bringing big money right now.
Sure.
And it doesn't have to be the good stuff, you know. But along with investment gold, like Krugerrands, that type of thing, those are just incredible right now because that's pure gold. So those items everybody has. Old pocket watches many times are gold. If not, even the pocket watch itself could have some redeemable or collectible value.
So y'all are buying gold and silver too? You're buying precious metals and anything collectible.
Right.
You know, when you talk about collectibles, are y'all looking at like metal lunch boxes, Star Wars figures,
Yep.
NASCAR collectibles, you know, all comic books, old magazines,
Yep.
anything like that.
Anything that's collectible.
And a lot of old toys. People will be surprised what old toys will bring.
Really?
Well, I have a lot of them spread out here on the desk in front of us. You know, going into those different realms of collectibles, again, the collectibles are really, it's a tough market right now in a lot of them because of the economy, number one. And what's happened is people used to spend a lifetime putting together a collection, you know, and now with the internet and things like that, what used to take a lifetime and going out to shows and
Sure.
flea markets and antique shops every weekend, now you can sit down in 30 minutes and put together a collection, you know, so a lot of the thrill of the hunt has diminished on the common collectibles, you know. And as I said before, all collectibles go in cycles. Baseball cards, of course we look at baseball cards, but not the mass-produced ones. Basically, we're looking at cards 70 and earlier is
Sure.
when they start to bring a premium.
Right.
NASCAR, same thing. There are so many of them that are out there that are mass-produced now. They're not going to have a lot of value. They're good to hold on to, and they're good to pass along. But as far as a on-the-spot type purchase, there's always an exception to every rule. But you know, on the average right now, they're not doing that well unless you have the older ones, the less available ones, the more scarce ones.
Right.
Well, I tell you what, we need to take a break here real quick. Gary, you going to stick around for a few minutes? Because I want to ask about some of these items and some of the other items that you just mentioned a few minutes ago, because I got a friend of mine who's got some stuff, and I want to see what your thoughts are on all that.
Absolutely.